Hello everyone, this is Wise Guy Jesse here again, and this is going to be in episode 2. Not sure if I'm going to make this episode actually be an hour long like the last episode, but I might because if you ever played this game, you will realize that it is quite addicting and you will get yourself lost in time, and next thing you know, you will be sitting there for 4 hours at once playing a game. But in this episode, once again, I'm not sure what or I guess not once again, but I'm still kind of setting up my army. I still only have 9 people. I'm thinking of recruiting at least. Okay, well, I guess there's no one near. I guess I'll have the Fed near, but I will slowly end up getting more and more people, and maybe 15, 20 people, and then I'll start chasing down bandits. I don't want to get too large of an army. I think that depending on your level, depending on the army size, I can't remember. It will vary the size of armies the bandits have. Like there's some people that I've watched on YouTube that when they play this game, they have to go against huge armies. Like if you have ever seen Vex, it's VCHES, I think. If you haven't seen his YouTube, you can go check him out. It's like that. He's pretty cool. But they had on there, he just won against a couple episodes ago, like a huge army of like 300 bandits, and they were one of the worst kind of bandits, which is the Kagit, the Kurgit, yeah, Kurgit. It was their army of like 300 bandits from over there, so they're all on horses, and he ended up winning because he ended up hiding over the corner of the map, and they all got wedged. They like when they hit the edge of the map, they just all of a sudden stop as if they hit a brick wall, and so they all got stuck, piled up, and then he just had to go through and shoot them all and start hitting them and stuff. But he's also been going through this game a lot longer than this series has started because it just started. So right now the bandits should be really small armies, but I don't want to get too big of an army because I am now going at like 5.5 speed, which I believe that the speeds could be in kilometers an hour, because this game was, if I remember correctly, over in Europe, is where it's based on. But right now I got army of 17, which is pretty good. There's, still don't know what I shall do if I want to actually join a group. They have each like group has certain things. Nords, they are, if I remember correctly, they are like really good at using axes, and axes are good against shields and stuff. They get like a bonus against shields, and but their archers are just people with like longbows and stuff, which they're pretty nice, I guess, since the one bow and arrows, you're able to shoot those things off like 3 times faster than you shoot off a crossbow. Um, they also have the Vergiers. Um, I can't remember any difference between them, and I think they're about the same as the Nords or something. But um, there's also these guys who most of the time people like Swadia just because their knights are like really good compared, like they're better than all the other knights. I think they're supposed to be one of the best guys in the game, so it might be awesome to go collect some of them. I might end up doing that later on. It takes a while to level them up and stuff, but they're really well worth it. The Rhodix, they are known for, I think they have really good shields, and they are really good at crossbow and stuff. I think the Rhodix have good crossbows too. They have like sharpshooters. I think these guys also have sharpshooters. And I think they're also known for spearmen, which is really good for when it comes against the Karagats, which are just horsemen, because those spears, you stab the horses and they rear up, and then the when Kagir are the computer players, so they're kind of like partly not, they don't have a brain, or guess technically not a real brain, and so they'll charge right into the middle of a group of spearmen, and the spearmen just stab the horse, the guy falls off, and then the spearmen just charge and kill him. So that's kind of useful. These guys, they are, they make me think of, what was it, if you ever seen the one old Disney show, that Aladdin, where they have like the guards, how they got the little, I forget what they're called, like the tabirs or something like that. I forget. But they got like the little swords. They remind me of Aladdin, the guards that are always trying to catch Aladdin. They look like them, basically. And so, like, I guess their swords, I don't think they do a lot of damage, but they're okay, so they have, but I'm still not sure what I'm going to do, which area, and when I do decide if I want to, I could start my own group, but if I start it, I also want to think of what area I'm going to want to, which area I hate the most, so to speak, to take out, because I don't want to go and pick a fight with, I don't know, like go off and try to pick a fight with Swadia when I know they are going to have like one knights with the one morning star weapons, which are just a mace, or yeah, a giant mace with spikes on the end. I don't want my men to be charged down and smashed across the face with those. Those things do a decent amount of damage, especially when they're on horseback. It gives them some kind of bonus. I'm not sure what the math part of it is, but like, I just know that when you're charging along, you do a lot more damage. And I don't remember where I'm at. I was over here, wasn't I? Maybe not. Let's find out. Okay, there I am. There's a caravan right there where I only have like 18 people, so I'm not going to try to take that out. I mean, it's the Karagate, and most people that know me will agree. There's a whole bunch of people, the Karagate, people with them, as in the archers and horsemen. The skirmishers are just crossbowmen, so don't have to worry about them that much, but the one Karagate horsemen and archers are the part where they will run around and waste their time for a half hour or 30 minutes or so. What you could have done is you could go up to them and I could show it right now, but I'm just gonna be like, I'm just kidding. Like, just mean someone from you, we can say there's a toll for passing through here, or hand over your golden valuables. A really large army, they say, for going through here, they say, okay, well, we want the crap beat out of us, so go ahead and take our money, but you'll notice when you're toll for passing through here and you try to pay them, they'll, like, for every person you have to pay like so much gold, and so for every person you have killed, you have to pay so much. Or you can say, hand over your golden valuables. It will make them mad, and the character people will be mad at you. And if you're a person like I am right now, where I have no true king, then the Karagats may declare war on me and put a bounty on my head, and then the Karagate army will try to attack me. But I can say nothing, forget it. Tell me about your journey. When you hear that, well, tell me about your journey. And they tell you about how they're selling iron, hide, wine, and other good stuff like that. That kind of tells you what they have with them. iron is worth more in some places than others, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Once again, I'm going to go over to the Vilsa to actually take a look at the prices because I haven't played this game for a while. As you noticed, my recent uploads where it was um, what was it? I was playing that Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I was doing that Minesweeper, which is a kind of a tough game. You have to know you have to know how to play it real well to get going. But anyways, right now they don't have iron up there. It looks like and there's just creeps I sold to them. Actually, it looks like the price has gone up, or maybe it's just me, because I think I sold them for like 126. So I guess maybe that's the actual price of them. There's that silk or velvet, not silk. That's what I mean by silk last round. Velvet is one of the most expensive things, and you could actually go to I'm not gonna do it now. You could walk the streets at night, but you're like really likely to be attacked by a group of bandits. And right now, my armor is not that good, and I probably wouldn't last that long against 3 or 4 bandits. Like I could win, but I'm one of those people who says, why take the chance when you're likely to get the crap beat out of you by a bunch of random bandits? But um, okay, I haven't really ran around the streets of this place. This is about like if you go to the marketplace, and you click on that slide for marketplace, you could go to like the armor prison. That right there is the one shield on, or one reinforced armored helmet. What it looks like makes me think of like a buffalo or bison or something. And then that face right there in the end, that one's just kind of creepy looking. I, I don't know why you'd want to make a face in that helmet. They have that one right there. That reminds me of that one, or not that one. I'm thinking of the bucket helmet one, or the great helmet thing. It reminds me of, if you ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail. They have the Black Knight or something like that, and sitting there with his sword stabbed into the ground, his arms resting on the hilt of it, and when I go up to him, he's like non-shot pass, and they end up getting a fight, and he chops off his arms, and the King Arthur's or thanking God or something about how he won that battle, and the Black Knight decided he didn't want to give up, and so he starts kicking him because it's the only appendage left on his body. So King Arthur ended up chopping off his legs, and he's sitting there going, "Oh, it's not over. Come back here, and I'll bite you to death or something." That's what it makes me think of. So I always laugh when I see those. I always think of the little guy sitting there on the ground with no arms or legs, with blood spraying on his arms, and he's just rolling back and forth, saying he still won't pick a fight. It's the horse guy, and I believe this is the guild master. Yeah. So I could actually go and say I could buy some land in town for Enterprise. One of the best ones that I've noticed is, depending on the place, you could go and you get like velvet, and he'll say, okay, well, you have to spend this much and this much, and then the profit would be negative 73 deniers a week, which, yeah, I don't have enough money for it, and I do not feel like losing money. But there's like certain ones where um, let's see, there's like wine or oil. Sometimes like when you have your own kingdom, and like I was saying in last episode, where you need like oil for the lanterns so that one get together could go on throughout the night, and you need wine because I guess everybody should be drunk, and you need like food and stuff like that. Like there's ale and there's bread, stuff like that you could get. I think you also need like spices or something. But when you need all those, you could actually go and start producing them, and then you could tell the guy to not sell them automatically, and you go and you stock up on them, and there's ways you can stock up on them, and when the price, because after having it going on for a while, the price will go down and how much you're worth, and so then you end up wanting to wait a few days, and then the price will go back up, and then you sell them all at once, and you'll make a crap load of money. Or you could save them up and you could keep them for yourself for the parties, like I was saying. I'm trying to think of what's going on here. That one caravan was saying how he was going from the Falus to the Halmar, but I think he just left Falus saying how he was a caravan, so he was saying how iron's good to hear. Let's see. That is a really good deal right there. But I do not have 3,500. But that's like right now, seeing that it's not a huge number, but it is very nice seeing how when I played and I had a velvet making thing over here in a crawl, and that thing made me, I think, like only 150 to 200, so it wasn't a whole bunch. And you go into the arena, and oh, the doors are locked. Oh, because I don't have like enough money stuff. Who's that? Let's go talk to this guy. There's a whole bunch of guys over here. Oh, they're all chasing looters. No, I want to talk to you first so I could join you. Okay, looks kind of young. Oh, he's grumpy. Never vulture coming to grow fat on the misery of this land. Surprisingly, he doesn't have that -3. I don't want to be around some negative person like him. Let's go talk to this guy. Oh, he's a grumpy one. -3. I don't like that guy anymore. He's mean. Let's go chasing looters. Okay. This one tactic is somewhat useful. And that guy has one great the great helmet or something, like great winged helmet. Look at my lovely little army of pitchforks. You think that they're going after Shrek the Ogre. Sharpen their pitchforks and all that stuff that he said. I can't remember. This is a brave group of 7, or what was once 7 people. Seeing how half are half naked, charging in, thinking that they're actually going to do something against 67 people. Oh, looks like he got it. He's still alive? Ah, there he is. I don't know about you guys, but if I was to be shot by a arrow from a crossbow, or if I was stabbed by a sword, I wouldn't try to fight back. I'd be like, okay, screw it. I've been hit. I'm giving up. But I'd be kind of mad. I don't know who would still have a crossbow or sword to try to hit someone, but I don't know if most of the time it'd most likely be one of my friends because they do stupid crap. Sometimes I'd be kind of pissed. Oh yeah, I got that looter with me. I had him for a long time. I'm about to go try sell him. They have, I don't know, maybe I'll find someone who, right, maybe not right now. They have, sometimes you can find people in here that have like certain names that will want to join your army. There's also people like the mercenaries, which I don't really like. I like to go up and like, I don't know, when I'm bored, I sit there and like kick people. Or you could grab an arrow and you shoot them, and you're like, are you still alive, kind of thing. And now I know I'm going to be given hell for this, but it's the old Skyrim joke with the arrow to the knee. See how many angry comments I get about that. Now let's see, where should I go? There's those mountain bandits. I've noticed that up along here, there's a crap load of those bandits, and they are all over the place. And I would apologize if you guys hear squeaking. I'm in like, I don't know, some kind of one gamer chair thing where you could set it up to like hook up to your laptop and stuff. And it's like, it looks like a rocking chair without the little rocking part, the bottom little legs part. It only sits like 3 inches off the ground, but you can roll, like, rock back and forth in it. You got big old speakers behind my head, but I don't know, it squeaks a lot. I don't know, I've had it for a couple of years. I don't know if it's because it's old or something, but I'm still not sure what I'm gonna be doing. I'm here, I'm still not exactly lost. It's just that I'm not sure who to join, because normally I was waiting to see what the comments are gonna be from the episode 1 of what people think I should join. I'm thinking of, I don't know, I kind of like the Nords, even though they're axe people, or the Swadian, maybe. I think Swadian also has like the infantry people that actually have swords and stuff, because I'm not really a big fan of the axes. I don't know why. It's like they're supposed to do like a bonus against shields and stuff, but I don't know, like, I guess there's a lot of people that do have shields, but they aren't really like useful. Like, what's it? Yeah, bonus against shields is what the axes do, but I think they have like little axes, like, I don't know, can't find any. Heavy one-handed axe. It looks kind of nice, I think. These are kind of like the other thing is saying how they have something like the word heavy in it, which just means, or reinforced for shield, something the tempted or tempered. The masterwork is the best they could get for when it comes to weapons, but they have power draw 7 is what's required. So I'm not sure, like, that will take forever to get to, plus I don't have 8,000 gold. They have some of these items like this. They're like huge and scary kind of look to it. There's some of these items in here that will say something like, yeah, you can't be used on horseback, so I won't be able to use it when I'm riding a horse. There's also some that I don't see any right now, but there's some items like there's a giant like sledgehammer that it says can break blocks. I've always been interested in seeing what exactly that means. Like, I tried googling it once or in YouTubing it, and no one seems to do it. So I think I might end up doing that just so I could find out what it actually does. Because I don't, I don't know. It's like, if it means you could actually break blocks, I mean, like, if you're attacking a fort, can I sit there and just start bashing away at the wall and like break a hole in it or something? Or is there something else going on to it? I don't know if it maybe trying to consider shield as a block or something. Maybe that's if it break blocks instead of actual blocks. Like, I'm thinking of like a Minecraft thing where they get the blocks in it. Maybe it means blocks as in when they're holding a shield to block an attack. That would make sense, I guess. That's probably what it is. For some reason, I've been thinking as in you could go and you could go up to a castle and just start beating away at the wall and break a hole in it and then have all your troops go through, but it probably means that when someone's trying to parlay the attack or something, you probably just smack the weapon out of their way and crush their skull or something. But anyways, back to the game. I actually think I'm going to head back down to the Jelkala, the Jilkala. I don't know how to pronounce these. I'm terrible at pronouncing. Just because I want to look around for bandits and stuff, even though they're up that hill. One of the things that I've noticed is when you go against some of the bandits and stuff, they will have, or was when you go against some bandits, if they're close enough to another bandit, the other bandits will come to help. And here's some looters. Maybe, I don't know, like, if you notice that when I first started out, there's like 4 or 5 in a group. Now I have an army of about 20, so there's now 13 of them in a group. So there they are. There's, I don't know, they don't really seem that scary stuff. I like how the looters act like they're all big and bad when they're outnumbered, and like you see the battle advantage is +1 just because I have almost double their troops. They're up in the hill, and once again it's a whole bunch of half-naked guys out in the middle of nowhere. Bunch of creepy little troop. One of the things I always will probably start noticing is when I'm fighting, I get a charge ahead of my troops because most of the time I will have better armor than them, and I would prefer to be a tank and take some damage and have my troops survive for another 1 round or something than to have my troops run in and be murdered and then have to try to recollect the troops. This guy's trying to run. And there's all my troops there. Okay, so we got 2 more. Looks like we could have another crossbow, and I guess I will go ahead and click a shield or a spearman so we can see what it looks like. Doesn't really look much like a spearman. In fact, that actually looks like he's holding a sword. So, he must be confused of what he exactly is. But anyways, okay, so it's swinging. It's only 24, and the C stands for cut damage. The P stands for piercing damage. I believe piercing, if I remember correctly, is like a Nord armor or something like that. Can't remember off the top of my head. And I always say that because I don't want people to quote me, oh well, wise guy said that's what this does, so it must be true, and then get a bunch of angry comments. For a second I thought this like the butchering knife, which would do more damage than the sword, and I was like, sitting there like, does it seem like right or something? Because I guess the weapon reach is much shorter, and that's why I gotta look at this. The Rusty the Falcon, the weapon reach is only 73. This one's 95, and so even though this does less damage, I think I might want to keep it because I am on horseback, and I've tried it with one time I had a weapon with like 80 reach. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but that weapon wouldn't hit anything until I got off my horse. And when I got off the horse, I was swarmed by all sides by a bunch of angry bandits trying to steal my stuff. It looks like more guys are upgradable. So I think I'm gonna add another crossbow because one of my favorite things to do is I like to take the higher ground, and when I take the higher ground, I go and I tell all my guys to go wait up on that mountainside over there kind of thing, or all my crossbow people, and then I will set my 1 archers or yeah, set all my archers and crossbow people up there. Then I will go and have my one melee people. They will all sit down in front of them by something like, I don't know, 20 or 30 paces ahead of them. And then when I do that, all the guys that are melee will be sitting there as like a giant wall of shields kind of thing, and they will block the oncoming enemies so the archers can shoot down. Normally I have to join the melee people because for some reason it's okay for your one crossbowman to shoot a tribesman or a spearman, but if I'm to shoot like a crossbowman and shoot one of them, I manage to somehow kill him, and that lowers my morale and also gets me kind of in trouble because then people start getting sad and they want to leave the army. I mean, like, I guess I would probably be sad too if my leader was to shoot me or something. I'd probably quit. Yeah. I'm thinking one of the things that I have something doing is like, I know like right now I have like 600 gold, and so I could start doing quests for the king and stuff. The only thing is like, I've noticed that the quest will be like, oh, go take this letter to this person, and you don't get paid for anything. And so it's kind of annoying because you're taking your time to go and take a letter to someone. But I mean, if you go and you do that, the people will become happy with you, and you could have better luck of having them want you to join them or something. They have these lances and stuff. There's probably something I'm doing wrong, but whenever you'll probably see in some later episode when there's an actual tournament that I'll join, I end up I'm terrible at lances. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Like the thing's set up automatically to do it. Like it automatically aims at the person or something like that when it goes to hit them. But somehow I guess I'm screwing up or something because whenever I go and try to swing, I don't know what happens, but it does like no damage, or the thing will glitch out, and like the very end of the spear will be like right beside a person, so it'll like glitch out and be technically reaching through them. So the spear's technically through them, so you think it would do damage, but since I guess the end of the spear isn't hitting them, it does like no damage. Got a whole bunch of little farmers running around here. One of the funny things that later on you'll probably end up seeing is when you go to like besiege a castle or something, and they'll have the villagers trying to go to bring their food to that place to sell for money and stuff. And if you're against that place, they won't go. So what they do is they glitch out and they start running back and forth real fast. Look at this guy. Let's go say hi to him. I didn't even read what he said. I don't care. This seems like it's going to be a never-ending chase if they're both going 30 kilometers an hour. And I'm going 32, so I should be able to catch up. I'm hoping that sometimes people will join your side when it comes to attacking something, but since I don't really have a friendship with him, he might not join me. Yeah, he hasn't joined me. But what will happen is, it takes a second for those guys to process what happened, so they pause, which gives him the time, and I will show you, like, tell him to go in. Luckily no one died. I'm lucky, because most of the time, that hasn't been happening. And now I get this guy. I really need to find like a slave person or something to sell these guys off. Or else they're just going to be like stacking up my inventory. I'm gonna talk to this guy. Okay, I haven't met him yet. He's the guy that I'm gonna start to like because yeah, he's one of those guys that say, okay, well, there is equal or something like that. So, say how's the war going? Okay, so they're going against these yellow guys down there at the bottom of the map. Looks like they've taken out their castle. I thought the castle was always on that side, but I guess that guy it wasn't or something. Oh yeah, I'm used to Fire and Sword, where the castles actually had marketplaces and stuff like that you could go to. But I forgot. In this one, the only thing you have is just a courtyard area that you walk around in. Oops, I meant to go tavern. They have this beginning part of the game, getting everything set up, probably is somewhat boring, but it picks up its pace much faster. And I don't want to talk to him because he's going to say, oh, my farm's under attack by bandits. You know, I'll be like, well, sucks to be you. I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna be mean to him. Yep, don't care. I know I go sound mean or something, but it's quite annoying. Like when you go to the fight, farmers will join you, and so you'll have like twice their army size. But it's kind of annoying because the guys like they want you to go, and I could gain honor from it by saying, okay, well I'll go help you. And when I do that, oop, but when I do that, they're like, okay, well here you deserve this, and I'll give you some like food and stuff like that. Okay, but if you decide, oh no, I don't want the food and stuff, and you go ahead and keep it because you need it more than me, kind of thing, then you'll end up gaining honor. There's also the same thing, like sometimes the king will say, okay, well there's this guy named something like blah blah, like I don't know, this random things like I hate deserters, but they'll have the weirdest names, like they'll be like that guy Bob the Snakehead or something like that. Like really weird random names of like he killed one of my units and ran off, and so now I want you to go get revenge, and he's supposed to be hiding over in that village, and so you run over to the village and you find the guy, and it's quite obvious because there's this guy who be standing off in the middle of nowhere, and like he's like, you sit there and you walk up to him and you're like what are you doing, kind of thing, and he's like nothing, like well you meet the description of the guy I'm looking for, and he goes, well, he's like, well damn it, you're not taking me alive, and you're like, well doesn't matter, I'm getting my money anyways, and you go and you beat the crap out of him and you kill him, and then the village says, oh no, you killed someone, we're so peaceful, you know, we're being attacked by bandits and stuff, and so then they get mad and you lose like 3 relationships with them. You're some of those people that you could talk to. I've had this guy in my army before. He is a 1 engineer, if I remember. Yeah, see, it's the siege work, which engineer goes into. And if I remember, she's supposed to be like an old lady or something. Now I'm thinking of this other one. I guess I should go ahead and read this, because I'm pretty sure it makes it easier to try to read along. I am from an old family in the northern lands, the daughter of a Thon, and also wife to one. I fought by my husband's side, his partner both in war and in peace, but my husband died of the plague when I was still childless. My husband had decreed that I should inherit his land in the absence of an heir. My brother-in-law, cursed be his name, said that it was not our custom that a woman should inherit the throne. That was nonsense, but his gold bought the loyalty enough of my husband's faithless servants for him to install himself in my hall. So I fled or so I fled. Something I was raised never to do, and something I hope never to do again. That last little bit right there warns you that if you do have her in your group, if something happens and you're outnumbered and you try to run away, she gets all mad and upset with you. It's like, well, I hope we never do that again. You're like, well, okay, well, you can stay back there and die, kind of thing. So when I have enough gold to raise an army, I shall go back and take what is mine. It's always funny listening to that part because if you ever played the game, you notice that as soon as if something happens and they get mad and they leave you, you'll find them later on, just like some other city with like barely any clothes. There's one time I had like, a priest guy who had a staff and like a little robe, and he got mad because that one Artemirus that I just saw, he didn't get along with him, and so he ended up leaving the group. When he left, next thing I know, I find him, and he has nothing on but like some pants that are like a little ragged, and it's up to his like only goes down to his knees, and that's all he had. Like he lost his weapon and everything. He had to sell it for food. Is what he's saying. So like these people, if they leave you, they end up like losing all their stuff. So it's like if you're going to have them in your group, there's like a website you could go look up how each person, who they get along with and who they don't, and so you want to make sure they get along, because if they don't and you give them a lot of good stuff, they'll run off with that stuff, and so that makes it kind of annoying. That's why most of the time when I have my people, I give them somewhat good stuff, but I'm not going to give them anything that's worth over like a couple thousand gold. I think one time I had this guy that no matter what, he was staying with me kind of thing, so I actually gave him good armor, and I hope to actually find him again in this game. He was a crossbow guy. I keep on wanting to say his name was something with an A at the beginning, but I can't remember. But I think I'm gonna have her say, I shall be pleased to fight in your shield wall, but I warn you, if you ask me to gather the firewood or cook a meal, you'll not like the consequences. Because she is a strong, independent woman, is what she keeps on saying. Sure, 500 years. Jeez. It's like, well, then I will fight your enemies for you, but first I want a bounty of 500 deniers. If you are a worthy captain who can lead his company to riches and plunder, you should have no trouble paying. I cannot afford to follow a pauper. Oh man, 500 gold. I think I only have like 800 gold right now. That would take out almost all my gold. One of the good things about having these people that actually has a real name to them, besides just having tribesmen or something like that, is they don't ever die. They'll get wounded and have zero health, but they'll heal back up and stuff. So that's one of the good things. I remember this one. She wants to have a lot of respect and stuff like that. And I remember that one of the people I had was like a doctor or something, and they didn't get along with anyone. Everybody kept on saying it's a witch, burner, burner. I'm like, she's not a witch, she's trying to heal you up, kind of thing. But that was also because I guess in the game they made it so that person was also like they were somewhere, some foreign place, and so no one liked them for some reason. They got mad when they tried to give them like luck charms and stuff like that, because she was like a gypsy or something like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna give him that much money. I prefer to go and wait until I have a lot more money. So let's go to Town Square. There's townspeople. You could be like, there's rumors around here. Oh, guess that's good to know. Because I do not want to be tortured. Horse merchant, nah, that is a town person. Let's see what the rumors is. Oh, tournament Hallmar. But I don't want to go over there because I think that is actually in the Carriget area. I'm sorry for the barking. If you could hear that, that is my dog. Yes, I don't know. He seems to bark at everything. He's like he's a giant baby basically. He sits there and barks at anything that he hears. If he thinks he hears something, he'll start barking. But then my friends will be over and they'll go to pet him and he'll take off running and try to hide behind me. I'm like, you're on your own. You start barking and trying to pick fights with people. He was not picking fights. He's just trying to act like he's tough. There's the prison guard. If this was my area, I could say, okay, let me go in here, and there'll be like a line of prisoners in here. And sometimes you have, depending on the prisoner, I think in here is like where the actual like good, like, or not good, but the army leaders will be at. And so you could be like, start talking to me like, okay, well, you're not going to get out here for a long time, and you just taunt them and stuff like that. You're just like, well, I'm not letting you out here. Make them, I guess, somewhat upset, but yeah, you make them feel bad or something like that, and then I don't know if it makes you more money or anything like that, but I remember one time I ended up, what was it, I've noticed that since I'm like supposed to be the main person, since I'm the actual person playing the game, if I join a battle and they were taking on a king, I think it was the king for this area, the gear, and they were taking on the king, and so I joined in to help, and I actually managed to get the king as a prisoner, and I was offered like 5,400 gold for this, and it was like this out like just a couple while after the battle, 'cause I guess it was I think a couple hours. I think there's each of these is supposed to be like 3 or 4 hours, and so they had the like after a couple of those change, then I end up getting offered 5,400 gold for them. I was like, well, heck yeah. I'm like, I only have like 300 gold right now. I'm definitely going for that offer. It was a pretty good deal. Let's see if there's anyone here. Wait, this is a place with... No, it's not. I'm thinking it's somewhere else. The farmer's still here. Let's leave. We'll be all mean to the underclass people in this game. Like a bunch of peasants. I guess could be somewhat wise, I guess. I noticed that when when you have honor, it is quite useful because you can actually go up to kingdoms and they'll trust you to keep your word, and you can say, okay, well, if you don't leave this castle now, me and my army are going to besiege it, and we're going to take it away from you, and then your people will be killed if you do not leave. And so they panic and they're like, okay, well, never mind, like, go ahead and you could have the castle, just don't kill us and stuff like that, I promise we'll be safe. And you say, okay, yeah, I promise, I give you my word of honor. And they say, okay, well, you are an honorable man, so we trust you, and they'll actually leave. And you don't get to, I don't think you get to see them be like a rooted group or rooted army or anything like that, so you can't actually try to kill them. But I mean, it'd be kind of mean if you were to say, okay, yeah, you're going to be safe and you're not going to be attacked, and then as soon as that happens, you go off and you attack them. Like, I guess that would be kind of mean. I'm thinking of actually joining the Roderick's. I mean, like, it takes a while to actually become trusted enough to join their army. So I mean, by the time this goes on, I can check their comments, check the comments to see how everybody thinks what army I should join. Looks like there's about to be a fight over here, and I've noticed that once a whole bunch of people join at one spot, that guy just go run away. He's like, I'm not gonna have any part of that. Screw that. Okay, don't get involved because I'm not enemies with these people. Let's see. I'm just gonna wait around here just to see what happens. I already know that Emir Ayam, or Ayam, how do you say his name? They need some normal names like Bob or something in this, but whenever that yellow guy dies or gets his army defeated, because it is, since he's going against 3 times the number of what his army is. Looks like someone was taken prisoner by some group of someone. And then, oh, and that guy managed to escape. So I say hi to this guy. He might, I think he was the first guy there, so that's why I couldn't join the battle. But oh well. I'm actually thinking of maybe calling an episode right about now. Because it's been about 50 minutes, I think. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually record the next episode right now. Next episode, so I guess that it'll be this next episode. Thanks for watching. Feel free to and subscribe. Appreciate it. The more I realize that people are enjoying my videos and like them, and I'll continue to do so. Cool. Episodes, guys. So it's like multitask. When I'm watching YouTube stuff, I also watch TV. I'm watching YouTube. On Facebook, I'm doing a really cute doing the homework or something like that for college. I always do a bunch of things at once, like 3 or 4 things at once. So having an hour-long video is kind of nice, because then I don't have to keep on clicking, okay, next video kind of thing. So if you guys like that, then go ahead and say so. So then I will know. If you guys would prefer like smaller video or shorter videos, so then you would have time to pause in between. Then go ahead and tell me about how long of a video you want to go. I've noticed that most of the time when I watch our videos and stuff, when people have the first video is at 50 minutes or something, everybody's like, okay, well these will be 50-minute videos. And then the next thing you know, they're putting 20-minute videos out. Everybody's like, what are you doing? You want the 50-minute videos again, kind of thing. So I'm thinking probably staying with those. So once again, thanks for watching. Yeah, also like if you guys would like the video and stuff like that, and subscribe and stuff. Let me know your support, like I said. We'll end up recording next video. So see ya.